That same little house right there, right across from the Racine Locks and Dams, is where my grandparents, William Lloyd Ripple, Desi Pearl Rollins Ripple, rented that house. Racine Locks and Dams wasn't there then. It was just a big old field that they farmed. Not them, but other people. They're the ones that had to move when they put the Racine Locks and Dams in. I thought that was a cool little story. There used to be a little place in the little opening right here on the garden when I was 11. I had an XR75 and I traveled the back roads. I just lived a half-mile down the road. And I thought I was it. Thought I had the whole world ahead of me, you know. I planned on traveling the United States. Yeah, I travel that motorcycle up here. This very road I'm driving. Here to take guys in where they fish. I'd take them there. Didn't even have a fishing pole. I just love nature, love getting out. Remember the same age as not that I have nothing against it. This is the road right here. Guys will bring their all them RC airplanes out here and drive. But down this road, they used to have off to the side like all this stuff that they, I don't know if they still have. There's a piece of blacktop, concrete. I mean, they kept like the old, stuff from the dam here that they didn't need no more, wasn't using at the time. This is a very road I travel on just 46 years, 44 years ago. A little XR75 just had a rebuilt engine on it. It's just a couple years old too, you know. So, 78, 79. So, telephone man. Don Doe. Isn't it weird how some things you walk right on? Don Doe. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. Man drank himself to death. Never wanted to be around alcohol and drugs. Never wanted to be like an alcoholic and drug. I partied and did my thing, but never thinking, nah, I didn't want to be around that. I didn't want to smoke cigarettes. I hated ashes and the smell. Never smoked a cigarette until I was probably almost 20 years old. After the first time I smoked weed, I'd be out partying with my guys and they'd be smoking. In high school, I'd drink a beer just to play along. I wasn't a drinker, I'll be honest. And seldom time until I got into fraternity did I really party. But I always said, no, that stuff will make your hair turn green. Well, they stoned, they laughed their butt off, and I was thinking, my God. They'll laugh at anything if you're stoned. Yeah, this is the same very place here. It was really full back in with just all kind of different stuff. So we'll see how the hill is, whether I'm going to take the old minivan. It's been in Texas back since May. Big shout out to the deputy sheriff on Meg's. I bought it off of. Put a cool pack on it. I think I did pay more than 1,000. I think I paid 12. It was 115. But you can see I ain't going down over there. Take the motorcycle down over there. Guys still go down over there and fish. Got my fan hooked up straight on the car because the switch went bad this morning, and I gotta go get another switch. It's beautiful right here. Brings back a lot of memories. I don't think I've been up here this spot since I was 16 years old. That would have been, 41 years ago. Long time. I hated the cold at first, but I'm embracing it now. Fall, got the hoodies out, jeans. I wear shorts time spring starts. Even had them on last night. Had to go grab my hoodie during the parade. Going to the football game here in a little bit. My grandson will go with me. It's our 100th anniversary homecoming. I think I went last one I was 20 or 21, so we're talking a good 36, 37 years ago. Never played football. I was always at the games. We'd come in halftime, so I didn't have to pay, Just like the lunch line, I didn't want to do the free thing. Back in, you had to say it right in front of your friends. So everybody thought I was trying to lose weight because I was a little chubby as I said, oh, I'm going to walk, while you guys eat. Things like that don't bother you. They build you, you know what I mean? You dwell on them, You let them hurt you, but never let that bother me. I went on this mission after 2020, spring of 2020, before I started a YouTube channel for a whole year. After doctor, 4 heart stents, my dad died, young man. My grandpa lived, but my great-grandpa didn't. And, uncles, everybody, they died before 62. I think the oldest for heart problems mostly. So I was like, I'm going to get rid of this stress, but, I was home, I was depressed. With depression comes self-pity, It's just, it goes along with it, that's just it, And I honestly found the good out of everything bad in my life. I'm talking about being burnt and life-flighted and out the burn unit. Everything. The worst things. I found the good about it. And, within a year, I didn't, by the spring of the 2021, I didn't have to try no more. And then I, looking through these dozens of photo albums and remember the best times I had in my childhood was some of the best, with my dad anyway, was going to junkyards. It's Jeff Gibbs Junkyard here in West Columbia. Me and my brother would play like we was driving the highway, or we'd keep getting in different cars. Or my dad always had 10 or 12 after he divorced my mom in '76 until he died. Day he died, 2005. Ronald Eugene Irv, 1946 to 2005. I dedicated the YouTube channel. I've never changed this. Still in that description when I started it in October 3 years ago, and I think I had 27 subscribers and a few videos. Wasn't a mission. I was going around buying, reselling cars, and I thought, I put that in there. I thought I'd talk about my dad a little bit. Maybe my grandsons would get turned on. And I thought, I honestly thought, I wanted to leave something. I failed it so much. So many good things in my life I didn't go after, and it's nobody to blame. And I know nobody how bad your childhood is or nothing. When you're a man, you're a man. It all falls on me, and I know that. That's even worse. I kind of wish I could have blamed it on someone else, but so I got serious around AHR Nationals, and I still thank John Wilburn today, and he still says, they're modest. Dallas Brown, there's 3 main guys that really went out of their way. Buzz, who has Roadkill Customs on Facebook, like 665,000 followers. Dallas Brown, he has Mr. Rogers, isn't that cool? Instead of Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers Neighborhood YouTube channel where he does his stuff. And then he's got the AHR AHR, American Hot Rod Association YouTube channel and Facebook page. That's AHRA. He's the president of it. And Dallas Brown, I could go on stories about him. Like last year, I'm barely making it. I'm down there at the 70 Riviera, and me and Justin, he had to be at work next day. Here it was Sunday, the day after. We got the wrong starter already one day. He has a Buick motor in his Suburban. That's why you got to check out Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He is a Buick engine builder. And anyway, he lives 2.5 hours away. We're 512 miles each way from home. Me and Justin. He was going to take the starter off his Buick, leave it there, get a ride home, and then bring back another one because he had him. That's what kind of guy Dallas Brown is. Now, John Wilburn, he don't do Facebook. John Wilburn YouTube, like AR Trade Internationals and Internationals. If you look in the description, it tells you he's responsible for it. He's the man to go to. Now, he'll announce a new one here soon. He's got to take a break. He's a hard-working man. He sells a lot of homes, and definitely a Mopar guy. That's the thing about the No Name Nationals. First year was a lot of Mopars, you know, that stood out. That's why nobody had it started for me. Everybody had Mopars last year even. You know, this year, there's drag cars that using parachutes, full drag cars. I always say, you know, I got to play it for a few days because I didn't get to race last year. And I do have a 3-year plan. We'll see what happens as the channel grows. I say 3 years, but I'm shooting for spring of 2026 to have a budget land speed car and switch it back, you know, the rear end and stuff, gears different, for make it a drag strip car. I have an old 66 289 4-speed C-Code shell, more or less. Somebody took the vent out the door and motor and transmission. Still got the vent up on the, you know, the where it is on made on the inner fender that's made to the body there. So what's that called? Well, you know what I mean. So I could still get a title through that because them tags get made, but I don't. Frame rails are just rusted a little bit on the ends, a little bit of rust on it. Floors are going to make a perfect budget. You know, I just think I'll keep the body around and make an old stock car and take it to shows. But this way I could do something that, you know, I show, you know, a couple guys, you know, smart off. You'll just have junk if that's what you're going to work with, junk. Well, these are guys with money, and half of them buy the shit. They don't even build it. And I'm no builder, but I'm going to attempt to make one for, I say 3-year plan because I know in 3 years, if my channel's doing as good as it is now and I don't have it done, it's me. I'm shooting for spring of 2026. That gives me a year and a half. So I went on and on like I always do. I talk too much. I post too much. So that's why I know I got a rock solid support team here. Everywhere I go, I've been getting support and help. I'm just a guy with the camera, and my videos is just home videos quality. I do pride myself on finding the special people and cars of our transportation history. You know, the machines, as my grandpa would call them, where he was old on his second marriage. You know, he was born in 1896. I always say, can you imagine his eye, looking through his eyes in 1912 at 16? That's why he always said, when my dad pulled up, you got a different machine. I was like, nobody says that word. I hear automobile. I've never heard that word, even by old people. So I went on and on, started to take a short about a mini bike ride, and now we're up to 12 minutes, which will be a part 2 on Facebook. So keep being you guys and guys.